In the meantime, you can just talk about how nice my ass looks.
Your ass looks great, baby.
Coming in.
And then you can just come over here and sit in that.
And I might edit it out, and I might not. I might just keep it.
Oh, you like that?
Hello.
Hello. Look, one of the things that has bothered me today is relationships. This political climate.
Mine and yours?
No, not ours.
Not ours. Okay.
Not ours.
Okay.
Not ours.
That's fine.
It's since this political climate has got so divisive, I wrote the equity in human relations, and
In what?
In human relations.
Human relations.
Equity
it's
in
like an
human.
H in human. You can say human. It's not like herb, It's not human.
It's human.
Human, yeah.
Equity in human relations.
Yeah. That.
So I have a few notes that I want to share with everyone about why our relationships are important.
And ours might be a little strained right now because we've been on a trip. We're on the lovely Oregon coast, and we wanted to share it with you guys. And, you know, there's all the decisions that I have to make and all the things that Harry has to do. So we might be a little strained. So if you're reading that into it, you're right. Go ahead.
It has been a wonderful day. Here's the thing, though. What city are we in?
Yachats, Oregon, not Yachats. Nope, that's not right.
We learned that.
Yeah, and then there's also this place we went to for lunch. It's called Luna Sea, like Luna Sea, but it's Luna Sea, S-E-A. See what they did there? We went there for lunch today, and we almost laughed because they're different in Oregon. I love them, but they're different. And it took me a moment to not be offended, but it was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun, but the food was delicious. So yeah, Luna Sea Fish House.
Where?
Do it. Yachats, Oregon.
In this divisive time, we are losing ourselves, and there's a shared common interest we all have, and that's for happiness. We all want to be happy. Did I say something to offend?
No, I'm just comfortable. I want to be happy.
You want to be happy?
Yeah.
The common denominator is happiness. And the common denominator in all relations is that bonding effect. People need people.
We do.
I need Robin.
We do.
Each of us needs someone. So that bonding is really important.
I think that guy at the restaurant today needed people.
He need a lot of people.
I don't think he's around a lot of people, so I was happy to be there and be a people for him.
And it is the quality and fruitfulness of that bonding that will determine our quality of life, how you bond with each other. And through this political discourse that we're experiencing in this country, we're finding relationships are no longer bonded as they should be to be fruitful. Because bonding must be equitable to be sustainable. It must be. Whether business or professional, personal, it must have some fruitfulness to be sustainable. Relationships should be equitable. And thus, I wrote, got copyrighted, but she wrote it with me.
What?
Equity in human relations.
It's a good theory, honestly. Harry lived it before me for the first few years we were together and began to explain it to me. And it's basically you get in what you get out of a relationship, what you put into it. Kind of like the bank.
It's kind of like the bank.
You go in and you ask them for $1 million. If you haven't made that many deposits, they might not give you that. And it's kind of like that with people.
That's the way our relationships should be.
Yeah.
There are two types, basically, of relationships in our world, in our society. There's relational and there's transactional. In order to be successful, you need to really have a relationship that's relational rather than transactional. See, transactional bonds are really a zero-sum game. It's who gets who the most, who gets out of it the most. They are not fruitful and they are not sustainable because someone loses in a zero-sum game. And it's often damaging to the entire humankind. So I try in our relationships that we have to maintain a relational bonding with people.
Kind of what that means. I'll break it down how I've used it over the years where it's helped me is you may have somebody for years and years, you've had a great relationship, and that person's made deposits into your relationship bank. And then they do something that you don't really care for. Maybe it hurts your feelings or they let you down. So, yeah, that's a withdrawal from your relationship bank, but that withdrawal not near equals those credits and those deposits that person's done. So you can't like close their account. And I've experienced that in relationships since you gave me insight to that. And you don't just because one thing go, fuck you, and walk away. Not with somebody that has made numerous deposits. And I think one thing that made it resonate with me is that quote that I love. And I just found out, honestly, that it was it Robert Redford or Willie Nelson wrote it? I think it was Robert Redford.
They can look it up.
Look it up. But it says you can't ever make new old friends. You can't ever make new old friends. You got what you have. You can't go back. You can't do that. And so you gotta be careful who you write off. You do.
If you lose a friend or relative based upon political issues or political candidates, you really didn't have a relation with that person. What you had was a transactional relationship. Relational bonding with people, you put so much in and you get so much out that one candidate, one political election cycle is not going to destroy that relationship. So what I ask each of you is to examine the relationships you have and determine, are they transactional or are they really relational? If they're relational, they should withstand time because you put something in and they put something in. If it's transactional, which a lot of our society is going to, then it's really not based upon anything except what the other person gets from you.
That sounds pretty superficial.
It is.
Well,
any last words for this segment?
For this segment? No, I think I'm good.
We love, where are we at? Yachats?
Yachats, Oregon.
We love Yachats, Oregon.
We could start a GoFundMe, for a little place, and we could let y'all come and stay. Think about it.